97. Hey Brodie, I got a question. I saw your training videos and I was wondering, does your training help a disc golfer like me?
So ultimate and disc golf, you know, you're going to use the same muscles. So the training that I do for ultimate definitely correlates to the same muscles that you're going to be using for disc golf. The one thing I do want to say though is if you do like to play disc golf, don't do it during your ultimate season. It's completely different throws, so it's going to mess up your throws when you play ultimate. So wait until off season to go out and play disc golf. So there's really not too much for me to show you, so I'm just going to tell you kind of what you want to focus on when it's raining out to make your throws crisp. And that's really, it all comes down to grip pressure. You really want to work on having a lot of pressure on the disc to generate that spin, because what the rain will do is it'll make everything obviously slick and you'll lose the friction that you have to generate that spin. So you really want to make sure that you're focusing on making a tight grip for the forehand and a tight grip for the backhand and really snapping that wrist as you go into throw. So I have been truly blessed to have these awesome players growing up around me. I've had some really great coaches and mentors that have helped my game out a lot. And I truly think that that's kind of the best way of being the best you can be at anything, is putting yourself around people that are either better than you or know the game better than you, and really grabbing as much knowledge and information as you can from them. So if you're maybe playing at college or high school where you're the best player and you really want to kind of increase your game and get to the next level, I would highly strive to try to find, you know, maybe a club team or someone around your area that can, you know, you can play with and definitely get better by playing with them.
Hey Brodie, I was wondering, are there any ways to increase your endurance?
Well, you can run in place, or you can do other things like go outside, go for a run, go to the gym, jump on an elliptical, jump on a bike. Basically what you want to start doing if you really want to increase your endurance is start small first, okay? So build a base, which is going to take about a month to 2 months. And what I would do is start off about 3 times a week, going out, running for 30 minutes about, you know, 3 times a week, getting on a bike for an hour, something like that. And you can mix it up. You can cross train, you can swim, you can bike, you can run, you can do all sorts of things. The biggest key is to always make sure you're stretching, take care of your body, give it the nourishment it needs, and also a lot of rest. So double wide we don't actually sell jerseys. However, I have kind of exciting news to tell you guys soon about merchandise that will be available for purchase very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. But as of right now, double wide does not sell jerseys.
Hey Brodie, I've been having trouble with my flick. It's been coming out really wobbly. Just wondering if you had any tips. Bro, I'm gonna wreck you.
So I would say that this is actually probably the biggest issue with people throwing, is not getting enough spin on the disc. And also the other thing that you might have an issue with is your mechanics might be kind of messing up your throws. So first off, make sure that you have a really tight grip. So for your forehand, remember, you want your 2 fingers pushed up here where your middle finger is up against the rim and your index finger's on the outside of that. And then extend your 2 fingers on the outside, okay? And then really grip the disc tightly. You want to make sure you're doing that. Also, again, it might be something kind of messed up with your mechanics. The best thing I can say to you is just kind of send me a video of your throwing and I can look at it and give you a few pointers. So the question is, how did I come up with the word dark horse? And actually, you know, it's been around for a while. It was used, I'm pretty sure the first time it was ever used was back in horse racing, where one of the horses, you know, wasn't the favorite to win, but wasn't had no shot of winning. They're kind of in the middle, and they called it the dark horse. And so it kind of, from there on out, kind of stemmed out to March Madness, where guys would be talking about their dark horse pick on who they think could win it all. And I know back in, I think it was 2006, when we were doing the March Madness thing for we had a big Florida Ultimate pool or whatever, and I picked Michigan State, who was I think one of the 1 seeds that year, to go all the way or go into the Final Four or something like that. And I claimed that they were my dark horse team of the tournament. And a bunch of the older guys were ragging on me by saying that that's not the right way of saying dark horse, whatever. And so there, from then, kind of me and Chris Gibson kind of converted it to all sorts of different meanings. But that's kind of how it originated, is back in 2006. So we're talking about offenses now, and basically the most effective offense is going to be different for every team. There's going to be some teams that are going to be very handler driven, and their type of offense is going to be completely different than a team that is very downfield cutter driven. So it's kind of, you got to mold it for what your team has. But I think personally, if you can run all different types of offenses, horizontal, vertical, isolation, host stacks, all different types of offenses, you're going to be a better offense. You're going to keep the defense guessing, and it's going to be harder for them to clamp down and really understand what you're doing. But at the end, you really have to look at your team and make the best decision for what's best for your team.
Hey Brodie, we're getting a little tired of the same old, same old.
Yeah, how do you pick up ultimate chicks?